Let's look at what exactly data profiling is all about. Okay, though it is a simple topic, but still you should be aware of data profiling. Like I said, to create a report, one of the important prerequisites is the data. Without data, can you create a report? Not possible, right? Okay, data is available. How good the data is all about. So you need to check the given data is complete. You need to check the completeness of the data and consistency. Like we have seen the country ID column a while back, the values, all the data, all the required data are available, but the values are stored in an inconsistent format. The other example in the date column, order date column, in the previous sessions, we have seen the month, date, year values were separated by forward slash, and the same column in some rows we could see that they've used the hyphen, inconsistent format. Similarly, the text column like country ID, we have seen somewhere they mention USS and somewhere they mention US, inconsistent values. So when you do data profiling, this one also will help you to quickly understand, okay, and where the problem is there in the given data set, do we have any issues or not, right? So this one will give you a gist of each column's values, okay? Okay, it is a process of understanding. Data profiling is the process of understanding more about the data, the given data, okay? The advantage of or the benefit of performing data profiling is to improve the quality of our data or to understand, the more about your data. And, by understanding that, what you can do, you can improve the quality of your data in case of any issues, okay? Like the inconsistency, anything is there, you can improve it. For example, I have loaded the data set called sales by customer. We'll look at the data that's stored in this file. Sales by customer, yeah, we can see that uh, 5 columns are there. The first one is a text data type, and second one is the integer data type, and this is also kind of integer data type. This is true or false. This is your Boolean data type. This is called your Boolean data type. I just write it here, okay? Boolean data type, which means the column that have, sorry, not this one, okay? This column, active column, is a Boolean data type. So the Boolean data type column, right, you will have either true or false. In the computer, right, if you have true, it will consider 1, and false, it will consider 0 behind the scene, okay? And date of birth is a data type, fine. So what we will do is I'll just go to the Power Query editor. We'll do the data profiling for this simple data set to understand how the data profiling can help you to understand any issues in your data set, okay? And I just currently we are in the Power Query editor. I just selected the sales by customer, and I'm going to click on the view ribbon. And here you will find something like column distribution and column profile. Okay, I just enable column quality. The moment when I enabled it, under each column, you can see these 3 values: valid, error, empty. How much percentage of valid values are there in this column? How much percentage of error is there? How much percentage of empty values are there? You can see it here with these 3 metrics or something like that. Okay. So here you can see that all the 4 columns, you don't see any error, but you have, missing values are there, right? Here you have some missing values, 11%, 33%, or something like that. Okay. Valid 89%, 67%. So with that, you can understand quickly about each column. Hey, this column, only 45% values are in this column are valid. Here you have 0, error, you don't have it, but empty is 56% is there, right? Okay. So here we have column quality. It displays the percentage of valid versus error versus empty. Apart from this, we have column distribution. If I click on it, so it will give you the distribution. The taller bar, smaller bar is there, right? So you can see, if you see all the rectangle sizes are similar, this is called uniform distribution. Data scientists must be knowing this, okay? And this is also uniform distribution. And here you can see some kind of skewed distribution. One is very high, other one is smaller one. Skewed distribution. Okay, and this is your uniform distribution. Okay, the distribution is uniform. Okay, something like that. Okay. And next one is the column profile. When I click on column profile, say, look here, I have selected the customer's name. Now I'm going to select the column profile. The moment when I selected the column profile, you can see the statistics for this specific column. It gives me almost 2, 4, 6, 8 statistics count. It tells me how many number of values are there in this column. How many values are there in this column? 9 values are there. Okay. And error, how many errors are there? 0. Empty, 0. But if you scroll down here, you will see one empty value, but it says empty is 0 here. You have an empty value here, but still it shows 0. Ideally, it should show 1, right? One empty value is there in customer's name column, but it still shows 0. I will explain why it shows 0 little later. And the next one is the distinct and unique value. What is distinct and unique value? You know what is unique? No duplicate. For example, the Baron is duplicated. Okay. So in that case, what will happen is it will simply ignore the Baron. Excluding the Baron, how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the empty value. Okay. So 3 plus 3 is 6. It shows unique value 6. So what is unique? Unique is no duplicate. Okay. So what is distinct? See, in the SQL, the distinct is also same as unique. But here, there is a difference, subtle difference between unique and distinct. Distinct also similar to unique, but in the case of distinct, even though you have duplicate values, it will still consider, but it will not count all the 3 values, duplicated values. At least it will take one value from the duplicated value. So Baron, though it repeats multiple times, it considers it is only one value. So 6 plus 1 is 7. That is the difference between unique and distinct. Got it? See, it's something like Baron. So you know very well Baron is a person, customer. He visits your shop 3 times in a day. Okay? That doesn't mean 3 different guys visited your shop, right? If somebody asks you how many customers visited your shop, what you will tell? You will say Baron. You will not say Baron, right? How many customers visited your shop today? You will say, you will consider, even though Baron values appears multiple times, you consider him as a one, right? Single person. And the rest of them are 6. 6 plus 1, 7 customers visited. That is what distinct. But unique is, don't include the duplicate values. Simply ignore the duplicate values and give me the unique values. The rest of the values are unique, right? Can you see Chris more than one time? No. Right? Can you see more than one time? No. So that in unique values, it gives you the count of the unique values. It gives the distinct values. Unique values plus the value that occurs multiple times, right? It takes into account of only one time. Okay, that is what the difference between distinct and yeah, distinct means the total number of different values, regardless how many times it appears in your data set. Okay, whereas unique is nothing but the total number of values that only appear once. That is the difference between the unique and distinct. And next one is the empty string. Look here, this is the one you need to remember it. Most of them, they get confused here. Okay, when they see, empty value here, why empty is showing 0? Okay, because this is a text data type, guys. Customer's name column is a text data type. Even though you have blank value here, it is considered as an empty string. That's why it shows is a 1. Empty string is 1 is there. Okay, empty string is something looks like this. If you are a programmer, you knows that. Okay, empty string is something if you specify, the double quote and don't specify anything here, right? In between. You see, you started with, quote and end with the quote, but no space here. This is called empty string. By default, you have any missing values are there in a text column, that will be considered as a empty string. That will not be considered empty. For example, if I select unit sold, it shows empty is 3. Why? Here you can see 3 null values are there. Null is nothing but empty. So empty is 3. Whereas in the case of text, if you have blank values, that means you have 3 empty strings are there. So let's say you have 3 blank values on the text column. That is, in that case, you will find 3 empty string value. Empty string, right? Along the empty string, you can see 3. But the same rule is not applicable when it comes to unit sold. If you find the blank values, that is considered as empty 3. But here there is no, statistics like empty string is available because this is not a text data type. Look here, you will not find the empty string here at all. You just, move that up. Can you see empty string? Nothing. Empty string you will find only in the text column. So look here, since unit sold is not a text column, it's a integer whole number. The empty string is not there. And it shows empty is 3. Okay, error is 0. Count 9 values are there in the unit sold, including the blank values or the empty values. Okay, and so look here, if you see the unit sold, 3 plus 3, 6 non-empty values are there. 3 nulls. Null is nothing but empty value. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So the count gives me the total number of values, which includes the null value also. That's all, guys. The next one is, I'm going to select the active. See, in the active, we can see the data type something similar, the cross and tick mark. With that, we can make out this is a Boolean data type. If you see something like 1, 2, 3, the sales column is a integer data type. And ABC, if you see next to a column, that is your text data type. If you see something, and this is called your Boolean data type. Forget about date of birth. We already discussed enough about the date column, right? So now I have clicked on the active column. It gives me the statistics columns related to the Boolean column called active. Here the count is 9. Total number of records are 9. No error. Empty is 5. And distinct is 3. Unique is 1. True is 3. False is 1. How many trues are there here? 3 trues are there. 1 false is there. 3 true and 1 false is there. And unique value is 1 is there. Okay, fine. So likewise, if you have something like, 1 second, customer's name. See, when I click on the customer's name, the value distribution chart, here you can see that along with the baron, right, you can see a longer rectangle, which means by looking at this chart itself, we can quickly tell, hey, this guy is a frequent visitor to my shop. That means the number of occurrence of baron is more compared to other customers. See, in this case, we are playing around with 9 records, 10 records. Remember that you are going to work with 100 millions or, 100,000 records at least reasonably. In that case, it gives you the quick insight. Hey, which customers are frequent customers? Baron. We see another guy along with him, taller bar. You can quickly tell, hey, Baron and other guy are frequent visitors. Similarly, for each column, you can see this one, okay? So this one, you can see that 10 is occurring more time than the rest of the value. You can see that one also here, right? So 10 is occurring 2 times. Hence, the bar is taller here. Rest of the values are appearing only 1 time. Hence, it is. So this is called skewed data. And the sales also, you can select it, okay? And here almost all the values are, number of occurrences. 1023 is occurring only 1 time. 4812 also is occurring only 1 time. This is nothing but number of the number of occurrences of each value, guys. Okay, customer's name. So Baron, number of occurrences, more. Baron is appearing more than once, hence it shows this one. Okay. So Larry is appearing only 1 time. Rest of them are appearing only 1 time. Hence it shows like the number of occurrences of each value. You can find it in the value distribution. And along with that, it gives you the column statistics. So you might be asking this question. So what the hell am I going to do? And you can gain insight quickly by looking at the value distribution. Baron is a frequent visitor. So what do you mean by frequent? Why should I worry about him? Or why should I care about him? The frequent customers are loyal customers. They visit your shop because they are fan of your shop, right? So those kind of customers, if you give additional discount or something like that, they are loyal customers, right? So you need to give some additional discount or some offers, some gifts, so that you can retain them. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? And you will walk out of your business and you will go and buy it from other shop. Okay, your service, product quality, everything is good on top. If you give different offer or custom tailor-made offerings, obviously will come to your shop more frequently. Like the each stores, one of the key objectives is make all the customers to visit your shop more frequently. Only then you will get business, right? So these are the insight you can get it with the help of data profiling. So we have seen the column profiling and column quality and column distribution. These three options we have explored. And other example is, for example, you have a region column, right? In the region column, if you see, so the number of, look here, the distinct values and unique values. For example, region, it shows 7 unique values or 7 unique values are there. Just by looking at this, you can, hey man, I'm just selling the business one in the 6 regions. Why it shows 7 here? Let's assume that it's 7, okay? 7 unique. So why the hell it shows 7 regions? We are selling business only in 6 regions. Something wrong here. Like I have shown you previously, USS. You can immediately go and find out, oh, something wrong here, man. You can act quickly and you can find out any inconsistency value with this also. And also you can gain additional insights like frequent customers or something like that, right? All these things you can understand by doing the data profiling. But though it is a simple task, most of them, they disregard this task. So this is one of the important steps. Don't ever disregard. No matter, how fast you need to, how aggressive the timelines are in terms of creating the reports. First thing is, you spend some time to exploring each and every column statistics, the column statistics, validation, everything. Okay, it is always good. Like I said, in our company, we are selling the products across only 6 regions, but it shows 7 here. How do you get to know that? By looking at this, you can quickly understand something wrong, man. I can address it quickly rather than addressing it later point. I mean, if you address it then and there, it is good, right? Like banks, what they do every month, if you default, before even defaulting, they'll say, sir, tomorrow is your due date. Why don't you make the payment earlier, right? That's a proactive way of reminding the customer so that you are favoring the customers not to default. Okay, and at the same time, you're helping the customer, right? Yeah. So now you understood with this simple data set, you understood what is data profiling as part of the same column quality, column distribution, and column profile. This is important step, guys. Don't